Just pop over to me if you guys have any technical issues.
No worries. Thanks, Viable.
Oh.
All right, I think hopefully they're all getting in now. And we are ready to start. Oh, wait, we lost somebody. I lost. Oh, wait, no,
He's
we're
back.
good. He's back, okay. I don't know if they see that the seed has been posted in the tournament chat. Ah, there it is.
I don't see the seed.
I see it now. I just need to post it. Oh, there it goes. Now they're in. Looks like they're loading.
Peanut Jack has such crappy video. This could be streaming like 180p or something. Ah, there's one that started already.
Yeah, I see that.
It is on the hour, so
Let me just message Night Angel. The challenge code is in the tournament chat. Okay. Should be good now. All right, so I didn't see. So we have Night Angel.
Night Angel still isn't in.
Hey, Night Angel, the code is in the chat. You can go ahead and put the code in and then start. So it's in the tournament chat window. Then you should be good. Hope that he starts. Hopefully his stream's not just delayed. Anyway, okay. So what are we at? We have Wildington and Imps. Wildington and Imps. And
He's on the wrong seed.
oh, you picked the wrong seed?
Yeah, he's on the wrong seed.
Okay, let me just message him again. Hold on. Keep checking to make sure there's no restarts, but then I'll
Yep.
Okay, so let's get into the actual chat. So let's see. We have I think everybody went. Which Wildington did everybody go with? I couldn't check. Looks like a lot of people went Sweep and Root. And now I think we now have Night Angel getting into the correct seed here. Yeah, he should be good now. Yeah, I don't know. What would you pick? What would be your preferred Wildington with Imps as your secondary?
I think I would go for Sweep. Sweep and Predator if I get offered it.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about the Imps is that they can basically act as chump blockers, which is often a big problem I find for Sweep Wildington. But I think here, with so many chump blockers, it should be a little bit easier to keep him healthy all the way until Relentless, which is, as I said, at least for me, one of the big problems I find.
Yeah.
Sharpen also can be very helpful, but I think, again, my biggest concern is always with Wildington, are you going to die during Relentless? But I think, let's see, if we look at Peanut Jack here, he should have a pretty smooth finish here. Most are going for the top floor, which I think makes sense. Okay, looking up at the top, you have CGB Admiral, who might not be getting a clean victory here. Okay, so we have Peanut Jack, got one, and it was flawless. Looks like also CGP Admiral finished in flawless. And just waiting for Ka and Night Angel, who's catching up quite well, despite the fact of having gotten the wrong seed by accident earlier. Otherwise, you know what I need to do is...
Interesting. Peanut Jack, I think, is the only one who got the collector.
Ah, really?
Maybe... let's see. Maybe Ka as well.
Alright, let's see. And clean all around. So everyone finished with a clean first ring. And then the question is, how are they going to progress into the second ring here? So, I mean, sweep, right? Like, you almost always want the sweep. But the question is, no, I think it's not even a question. I think you just take the sweep, right?
Yeah. You can't fit both Wellington and the Awoken Hollow in the same floor. So.
Yeah, and as well, like the Awoken Hollow, you really need a lot of regen. With this particular setup,
don't have it.
You just don't have it, yeah. Even if you were to put the Cultivate trigger onto something else, you're not going to get any value. So I think, yeah, definitely the sweep makes a lot of sense here. And the question is, do you put the large stone? I think, again, because of the capacity size, you don't. And CGB Admiral already finishing off second ring, still flawless. Yeah. Very, very solid for him. But I don't think he took the trial there. So he went without the trial. So I wonder if that lack of a trial will affect him at all.
We'll see.
Yeah. Ka took the trial. Which, I mean, it's a tough one. It's armor. And it's not like this particular deck is, you know, filled with damage. It's got a little bit, but it can be tough to get enough damage to kill these guys. Although I guess you have the security of knowing that they're never going to reach the pyre.
Yeah. CGB did a bottom floor kill, which doesn't really matter with the new rules.
But good for him.
Ka is doing top floor.
No, I mean, there's a logic to it, though. You play on the bottom floor so that you can prevent all of the garbage from getting in your deck. Those blights can be very, very annoying, especially in this particular fight because you get so many of them. And it looks like Ka may run into some... Well, his Wellington's not super healthy, but his sweep unit is doing 50 damage. It's probably going to be enough. And I don't know if you saw that Cavern event.
Fine.
Cavern event was the triple goodies. CGP Admiral went with the damage shield. It'll be curious to see if what the other players go with. I mean, I'm almost always default to the Petrified Skull, to be honest, but maybe we'll see some...
It depends for me. I really like bringing the sword on just because of the big waves at Last Divinity. But this time you have double sweepers already, so...
Yeah, maybe it's okay.
I think the damage shield might be the way to go.
Ooh, Peanut Jack gets a clean kill with a Train Steward after losing his sweep unit and the Wildington, but managed to pull it off anyway.
It's hard to keep an eye on all four.
No, you're totally right, it is. But it looks like all of them got through Ring 2 with clean finishes, even those that took the trial. And now into this, we already have CGB Admiral straight into this Ring 3 against Talos. Talos is rough. Like, I mean, you can already see here, that Wildington is taking a lot of damage. Survival is going to be a big problem.
I think it's going to be Shattered Shell.
But look, he's got that. So this is interesting. He could sacrifice the shield, purge it now in order to make sure. But I don't know. Oh wait, is Night Angel? Night Angel's a full ring behind. Okay, I gotta update my score. Oh, but looks like he was able to kill Talos on that bottom floor with all of the extra rage and damage. Excellent. So
Yeah, he got it with a Ritual of Battle.
Yeah. Turns out just having a lot of damage is enough. Okay, so now Night Angel clears the second floor. Or second ring, sorry. And is caught up with the others a little bit. I think Peanut Jack is still prepping for that ring 3. And we have Ka, who's already into the ring 3 fight here. He went for the top floor. He also has the Deranged Brute, which could be very helpful long term with this Rage Imp if you can get Endless on it.
Yeah, big fan of the Deranged Brute.
Me too. I think it's still, even after the update, not every unit came out favorably. That wasn't changed quite dramatically, but I think the Deranged Brute still comes out very strong into the DLC. One of the best ways to scale, I think, for Hellhorn builds. Apart from just the standard, having a lot of imps.
But due to going with the Shattered Shell as well, he has pretty much forced himself to play a 2-floor setup.
I see, so Ka took the Skull. I didn't see what the other two took as their... Well, Night Angel hasn't picked one yet, but I'm very curious. Oh, looks like CGB Admiral's considering pivoting into Thornlord. I think that could be pretty good. I would probably go Strangler 2 and hope for Predator 1. I think that's a little bit better, but we'll see if the others agree or if they pivot into the Thornlord.
I probably would as well, but many have an aversion to taking Strangler 2.
Yeah, it's definitely not like your ideal, I think. It's just some raw stats, and most of the time it's easy to get those raw stats out of the multi-strike or out of the incants, but the health is also valuable, so it's not worthless. Looks like Peanut Jack also took the shield. So we have 2 shields. Night Angel takes... So we have 2 shields and 2...
2 skulls.
Yeah, 2 skulls. 2 skulls, 2 shields. We have our first restart from Ka. So
no
that means
points.
He will get no points for this Ring 3 fight.
That's rough.
It's tough. I mean, as I said, like this Talos fight's really, really brutal to survive. For the rest, looks like...
Oh, he flipped them.
Okay.
That's interesting.
I mean, that might make sense because you really just want the effect of the Deranged Brute. If you can stack extra rage onto him, he doesn't need to hit that many times. If you can get at least 1 Ritual of Battle or something on him. And looks like CGB Admiral's doing okay so far in this Ring 4. I see the other Deranged Brute as well with Peanut Jack here. He hasn't played him yet, though. I wonder, is he saving him, or is he just choosing not to play him during this fight? A little strange. Maybe he was hoping to kill off the Imp and then play the Deranged Brute afterward. I don't know. Okay, CGB Admiral with a clean Ring 4. So he is far ahead in terms of time, and he has been flawless so far during this match. Definitely in a favorite position right now, I would say. Interesting. Ooh.
That's a nice...
Yeah.
All 3 of those are good.
Yes.
Oh, you skip.
He skips. I mean, I guess if you don't have Endless on one of your imps, it's okay, but I don't know. Okay, it looks like Peanut Jack is able to get a clean kill onto Talos here. And Ka is looking a little bit better. I think this is a much better setup. Night Angel also seems to be okay with his setup as well. He's got a lot of stats on that sweep unit. The question is, how good is that going to be long term? But at least for now, it seems to be working out quite well. Okay, and let's see if he's able to get the kill here on Talos. He needs to do some attacks, but with some stings and a root seeds, it might not be enough. He might have to take. Oh no, he gets the kill. He gets the kill.
Got it. I wasn't worried about that one. Still worried about
Ka here. Yeah, that's a second restart. That's brutal.
At least it doesn't cost him more.
No, he doesn't lose any more points, but it is going to slow him down.
That is brutal. 2 restarts.
I mean, it's rough. Like, maybe he'll switch it up here and try to put the sweep. No, he's going to still stick with the same setup. I wonder what he'll try to change to improve. Maybe just put all the damage onto the deranged brute instead. It's kind of a weird thing because you want all of the enemies to die, so you kind of are pushed into putting a lot of the stats onto Wildington. But what is it?
Oh, big hearty laugh from me. CGB Admiral has the Alpha Fiend and
Sweep?
He didn't do the synthesis right now, but he's probably going to do that after.
Yeah, I mean that's a really huge one. If you're not aware, if you're watching, you're not aware. The way that works is that you get every single hit with a sweep will give you a strike trigger, which during things like Divinity ends up being something like 5-6 strike triggers every floor. So you can get a lot of stats very quickly, especially if it has multi-strike. The setup looks a little bit better for Ka than the others. I'm not certain that it's going to get through okay, but it seems like if he can get that Rage onto the Deranged Brute, he might just be able to manage it here. And looks like Peanut Jack opted for the trial on Ring 4, and CGB Admiral, he did take some pyre damage, it looks like, though.
Yeah, it took 10, I think.
Yeah. I think it was. How did he take the damage? Shouldn't you not have to take damage if you take root? Anyway, let's see. Night Angel's also picking up his second upgrade for the Wildington here, trying to decide between the second Strangler or the Thorn Lord. And CGB Admiral, again, just not quite getting it. Yeah, it's really rough. Or not CGB Admiral, Ka, sorry. CGB Admiral's looking like he might be in trouble, though. These spikes are brutal on his sweep unit here.
Yeah, they are, but I think he's pulling through.
Yeah, I mean, Wildington's
not that many spikes right now.
It's the next floor that I think is worrisome, because Wildington right now... no, he has Quick on it. Okay, so it looks like he's going to be, at least so far, okay. The question is the sweep unit going to kill him before he has a chance to hit him? I don't think so. I think he can put enough bodies between himself and the top floor that he should be okay. What would be great is if he could kill the backliner. And I can't tell right now. I think he is killing the tank, but not... Maybe not even the tank. He might just be doing some damage to the tank. Oh no, he did. He did kill the backliner. And that thing has, what, just a handful of sweep left. And we got a very clean kill on Peanut Jack. So Peanut Jack up to Ring 4 now. And in terms of time, they're all doing fine. We're only just under 20 minutes in. And so far, apart from Ka struggling a little bit with this Talos fight, they've all been playing on pace to finish this run. And we get a kill. We did take some pyre damage, so we don't get a flawless. But we do get another ring completed by CGB Admiral. And he's definitely on pace to finish with plenty of time for some more elaborate decision-making, let's say, going into the last fights here. Yeah, I'm very curious. I mean, as I said, I almost always default to the Petrified Skull. But I could also see with Wildington, as I said, sustain's often a big problem. Taking that damage shield could prove to be extremely useful just to keep him alive for Relentless. The problem is I don't think you can play this on the top floor unless you get specifically some kind of daze or another form of sustain, like, I don't know, Unleash the Wildwood or something like that.
Oh, Caw.
Oh, poor Caw. Every time it hurts. It hurts. And I know that. I've been in that situation. I know what it's like to just be restarting and restarting and restarting and just struggling to finish a fight. It's brutal. All right. So Night Angels looks like he's trying to sort out how he wants to play out this turn. Got some choices. He's trying to decide he's going to double the rage or just try to get some maybe root seeds in, or even play the Ritual of Battle.
He decided to take the fire damage here. Doesn't get a flawless.
Well, is it pyre damage though? He's getting root, right?
No, he's got the weight of contrition.
Oh, the weight of contrition. Ah, that's right. So he forgoes the flawless in order to make sure he can be ready for the fight. That makes sense. He is pretty high in shards compared to the others, so it might be a thing that comes back to hurt him a little bit if he's not able to, continue to clear out successfully. That's one thing we haven't even touched on yet. I mean, I know you're all in on shards. I kind of go back and forth. Some days I'm all in, some days I half measure my shards, but definitely will be a big...
I've done a few half measures recently as well. just okay, this run isn't that strong. I'm gonna half-ass until I can get like 100 shards or 150.
Yeah. Looking at CGB Admiral on this starter here, he's looking like he might go on the bottom. I think that's very risky, but I mean, he does have the quick on the sweep. Maybe it'll be just fine. He still has not fused his Alpha Fiend yet, so it's just gonna kind of
do that after Fell because he doesn't have the space. It's gonna take space.
Ah, that's right, because of the increased capacity. That makes total sense. Yeah. Looks like Night Angel might end up taking some more pyre damage here.
And Ka just restarting again.
Oh, I hate to see that. That adaptive mutation's really coming in handy for Peanut Jack. I think that was a smart move. With the extra rage you get off of the Deranged Brute, that thing's going to scale very quickly, especially if you can get like -2. Looks like Night Angel's going to have to do a restart here. So he's restarting on Ring 4. That's a tough one.
Yep. GB is looking really strong.
Yeah, he really is. Like that build, as long as he's able to survive through this Fell, his build only gets better after this. And for not a lot of shards, like for 25 shards, his build just accelerates very rapidly. Peanut Jack looking really solid in this Ring 5. I am very nervous about his how he's going to deal with the stealth here, because he's on the bottom floor. And yeah, the thing has 95 health, but that's still only 95 health. That's...
Ooh, he's got the doubled up Rage Imp.
Yeah. So he'll have the damage if he can hit him. He's currently not killing him. He's got the shield. He's got the shield. He's fine. Just dump the shield on the imp and you're good.
He's got the shield and he's got Hope for Peace already, so he doesn't lose it.
Yes. Let's see. Ka's getting to the end here. Does he have enough? Not quite yet. Oh, we got it!
He's got it!
He finally got it. Excellent. He passed. I think what saved him here is that he saved the imp and didn't play it earlier. And CGB Admiral is... he did lose. This could be his first restart here if he can't get the kill.
Oh yeah, that looks like a restart to me.
Unless he thinks he can take the damage, but I don't think that he can. He can put
No.
the spikes on.
No way.
No.
Yeah, he's gotta restart.
Crazy. Yeah, I think he just needed to play the top floor. He's doing some calculations, but there's no way that fell hits for a lot, a lot more than his fire does. And looks like Night Angel's also in a little bit of trouble here. He can vent, but I don't think that damage is really what's scary. He'll try to add some more damage with the spikes. The biggest problem is just like he just has no health on his guy. So he does have.
Sustain.
So he is gonna have to restart that ring 6. This is a chance for others to catch up. I mean, he was in a pretty dominant position, but with that restart, it's anybody's game right now. Kaw trying to catch up, trying to get
Is there anyone who hasn't restarted? Peanut Jack, maybe?
Peanut Jack's the only one who hasn't had a restart yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. This is a tough seed. I think not having the Predator really sets you back. Yeah, okay, Night Angel's going to have to do a second restart on this ring 4.
Is that his second restart?
But it's a second restart on the same floor, so it's still no extra point loss. Kaw's playing on the bottom here. He did take the trial. I don't know. It looks scary, but he does have a lot. He did put a lot of his other units. Okay, he's going to have a Super Strange Steward. I don't know if that's going to help him too much. He can fit all the units up there on top. The problem is that the boss only gets stronger the higher he goes. So he does need to be a little bit careful. Looks like he's going to try to play a 3-floor setup. That is ambitious. All right, Peanut Jack's getting into the fell fight. It looks like, I mean, I'm pretty sure that with the top floor setup, CGB Admiral should be just fine. I think it was playing on the bottom floor was just a little bit too ambitious for Fell. Having those extra turns where you can get even more rage stacked up with your imp, I think is going to end up making a huge difference in this. Okay, well, Peanut Jack, he's also going big here, hoping for a really solid bottom floor setup, but we'll have to see if he suffers the same fate as CGB Admiral did. He's already looking like he's struggling a bit.
It's an oof.
Yeah, that's a big oof. He can play the imp.
Yeah, he went for the endless on the ranged brute.
Which is interesting. I mean, it makes sense to a certain extent, but I don't know. I feel like he might have he might have some problems here. He is going to be able to get a very large Wildington though with this adaptive mutation, and he gets to play it twice, so he does get the double effect, which is also very cool. And maybe that's enough to carry him
without damage.
All right. So Ka got through ring 4.
Yeah.
So he's starting to catch up a bit. Still a little bit behind on time. Night Angel still struggling with his ring 4. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be... I mean, he has a chance to catch up. Ka certainly has a chance to catch up. It's not over yet. We still have half of the run left. We're just hitting the halfway mark right now, so there's plenty of time. Night Angel is going to have to pick up a little bit if he's going to finish this one out, though. And I think, honestly, the biggest problem is that he's getting so much garbage that he can't play all of his other things that he needs. Okay, so CGB Admiral was able to finish.
I just got the answer to why CGB Admiral got 10 damage there. And that was from a Cavern event.
Ah, so he did go flawless.
Sacrifice health, yeah.
Okay. We'll bump his stats up there, or bump his score up a little bit. But he did miss ring 6, which means that he will get 0 points for ring 6.
Yep. But I figured it out because I saw Ka doing the same thing.
Ah, that makes sense. I was going to say, I don't know how he could have taken damage otherwise, because he didn't leave any trash in his deck. Okay, let's see. One more turn until Relentless for Peanut Jack. This is his chance to pull ahead. If he gets a flawless here, he should potentially be in the... oh, wait, he's already through ring 5. His score is lower. I was like, wait a minute, he should be higher than that. He's already at ring 6. So yeah, this is his chance to pull ahead here.
He's also going for the bottom floor, and he got it.
Wow. Okay, so that puts him in a... He's the only one so far that's played without any restarts. So
Yeah.
that damage shield really coming in clutch here for him. And Night Angel still just trying to figure out if he can... how he can finish off this ring 4 without dying. I mean, if you play... Yeah, I mean, he can play the vent, but I don't think the vent saves him a lot of damage here. Ka, with his multi-floor setup, is doing okay.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting watching just do the... Oh, let's fill every floor.
Yeah. I mean, it's a strategy. It's not a common strategy, but it is a strategy that can work.
I've done it as well, but not often. Oh, big imp.
All right. So CGB Admiral going into this seventh fight, as is Peanut Jack. Peanut Jack just a little bit faster than him. Ka looking actually really solid in this ring 5 fight here. He's doing a lot of damage with these vents. The piercing vent is huge. I mean, it's crazy how much better a lot of these AoEs got with the piercing upgrade. They become a backbone of a lot of builds, I feel like, these days. Sweep and AoE. All right.
Yep.
So CGB Admiral just getting a little bit closer to the end of this fight. Ooh, Peanut Jack currently losing everybody, but he does have both the damage shield and he has the adaptive mutation, so he's actually fine. He's going to let the Deranged Brute die so that he can bring him back, and then... Oh, the stealth! Those backliners have stealth! He might take some damage just because of that. Interesting setup. So he's going to try instead to tank with Wildington using the adaptive mutation.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense. I mean, he gets, again, those extra rage stacks get really big. Now, the thing is, he does have that imp up top, and if he were to put the sharpen on it, the guy would die. He'd kill himself on the imp. So he might not take any damage here. Also, looking at CGB Admiral, struggling a bit here. Ka gets the kill. He's through ring 5. So he's catching up. He's catching up despite his early struggles with Talos.
Yeah, it's Night Angel who's the struggling one.
Yeah, but he is trying a bottom floor setup, and I think that will make a big difference for him, just because of how much damage the boss gets as he goes up floors. He should, even if Wildington's much lower health, he should be a little bit safer here. And the fact that he has quick, he's able to prevent most of the damage. Yeah, this is looking a lot smoother for him. I think that was the switch they needed to make, and Peanut Jack getting through ring 7 clean. He's had a very, very, very good run. Ooh, interesting.
He has. I don't think you go for the...
I don't think you go for it, no. I think it's a little risky, given he has no armor coming from any source. I would probably go for the double rage myself.
I would go for the Scholar.
He chooses to skip.
Yeah, but the Scholar could give you the...
adaptive mutation back. He could get 2 more of them, or the shield back. Yeah, either one would be really, really big for him. But I could also understand the skip.
Yeah.
All right, so currently Peanut Jack in a dominant position.
Oh, CGB.
Oh, is he gonna have to restart?
He might have to. That's looking rough.
Oh, it's so close. He could. Oh no, he can't. I don't think. I think the guy's gonna take too much damage. I think he's gonna take too much damage. Oh, does he? Is he gonna go for it? I mean, it's close, but he has 199 shield, right? So that's probably too much. I don't think he can do it. I don't think he can do that.
Yeah, that's death. I had to look closer to the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ka getting into this fell fight, trying to decide. Oh, he's going to go for the bottom floor. But the thing is, like, Ka has the advantage of having 2 floors. So he might be just fine even playing, you know, bottom top like he is now. He has plenty of Ember. Like, I think he's going to be really strong through the rest of this. And there's a lot of Ember to get in this particular seed. You get the Queen's Tail. You get, like, there's just a lot of Ember available.
Yeah, it does look like he's going for Wildington as
stall. You stall with Wildington.
Yes, just stall. Yeah, just kill the waves and then top floor does the boss.
Yeah, the great thing is too is that look at that, he's already doing, you know, quite a bit of damage onto Fel before the fight even really gets far in. And we did have a restart here on Ring 7 then. He's going to try it again. But he's the only one that has a second restart. Everyone else only restarted once. Night Angel. Oh, Night Angel actually got through. He got through the fight. So now he's on to Ring 5. And there's still time. Yeah,
he's a bit behind. I'm not convinced he can do Last Divinity on time.
Yeah, I think you need to at least have 10 minutes to play through it. With this, I would be very surprised if we're going to see anyone get a flying kill. If anyone, it's going to be Peanut Jack with those adaptive mutations. But even then, I would be surprised if we see any flying kills. And so I think you're going to need, I would say again, like a full 10 minutes just on that fight to be safe. And that's really tight. We're closing in on 40 minutes into the run. And that only leaves you, yeah, another 15 minutes left to play out the rest of these fights. Peanut Jack on the Seraph fight. He's currently losing Wildington, but he hasn't played the adaptive mutations. He hasn't played his shield yet. So I think...
Yeah, he's fine.
With the double adaptive, he should be just fine. CGB Admiral still on this Ring 7 fight. I think if he can just avoid putting much damage onto the boss before the boss reaches the top floor, he should be in a much better position. That boss had been hit a few times just by incidental damage on the way up. Ka on this Fel fight looking okay so far. And
yeah, that's looking pretty solid.
Night Angel also looking okay. The spikes are doing a bit of damage, but I think his Shattered Shell's healthy enough that he can stand these front unit spikes just fine. And with the top floor set up, you should have plenty of time to put things between yourself. Although he doesn't have any other units right now, that could be a problem for him. Let's see how he chooses to try to make this work. He's going to kill the tank. And I guess just start stacking armor. He's got to get through a lot of hits, though. I don't know if he has the units to do it without an endless unit in there. Okay, so he doesn't look... TGP Admiral doesn't look that much healthier than he was in the last attempt. So I'm a little bit nervous for him whether he's going to see any changes here in terms of damage. And we got Peanut Jack. It's a clean Seraph kill. Very nice.
Yep.
That puts him... I think he's probably going to end up leading here. Unless... I mean, even if he... I don't know. I feel like he's got the time. I think his build's going to be just fine against the Last Divinity. I assume, play on the bottom floor with his Deranged Brute tanking the hits. But we'll see. The only issue could be that you could have overflow here. If he's not able to kill all the units, the next floor is going to go straight up to the second floor, and they'll just bypass, and he'll take a lot of pyre damage from that. But he is at full health, so it's not necessarily a terrible thing here. Trying to decide where he's going to put the shield.
I love that he's put a Queen Simpling on a Train Steward.
Just to get some extra damage in.
No, I think that was for shards.
Oh, for shards? Alright, CGB Admiral did make it through Ring 7 with his changes. And he did have to restart those, so he doesn't get any points for that ring. But we'll have to see how he goes against Seraph. And it looks like Night Angel.
He's Alpha Fiend Shell.
Finally gets what he was hoping for this whole time. Looks like Night Angel's going to have to restart this Ring 5 fight as well.
He's doing that as well.
Yeah, he just didn't have enough blockers to stop from getting just wailed on by the stealth boss. And so far, so good. I mean, those adaptive mutations are going to be really, really sick with all of these rage imps. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This adaptive mutation is going to be... He might actually get the flying kill here.
I think he will.
With double adaptive. That's really big.
I'm pretty sure he will get the flying kill.
Oh my gosh.
And he might be the only one who has a chance of that, so...
Yeah. Ka now getting into his Ring 7 fight. And he's still got a solid 15 minutes. So if he can play out this fight and the Seraph fight quickly enough, he should be okay. He was able to make it through that Seraph fight without having any major issues. Or not Seraph, I said Fell fight, sorry.
Second adaptive mutation.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's gonna clean house here.
He's a big boy.
It's a very big boy. Oh man. I think that was a strategy. A lot of the others went with this double rage, and I think the adaptive mutation was the smart play. He is going to take some pyre damage though, unless he can fly. Oh nope, just kidding. There they go. Spoke too soon.
He's one of two who took the thorn fruit in the beginning.
Ah, okay. Yeah, this is looking very dominant. He's still got... Let's see, how many...
He's just gonna end turn now.
Okay, he's done. He did it. Flying kill. Wow, that's impressive. So a very, very clean run and a flying kill for Peanut Jack. And he has... What's the shard count there? I can't see it. It's too small.
I can't see it either.
Looks like 185?
It might be 175. Let's see.
Maybe when he gets to his
end
endgame screen.
Yeah, 175.
175. That's a 168 is a fantastic score. That is a fantastic score for this opening seed. Setting himself up to be potentially one of the players to watch out for. If you look at match 1 as well, nobody's touching those kinds of scores.
And he's made it to the final before, so...
Very, very, very good player. Looks like Ka's going to be completely fine on this... oh my gosh, yeah, his guys are big too. On this Ring 7 fight, is my guess. The Wildington has so much health, I think he should be absolutely fine. Also looks like CGP Admiral's looking okay. Night Angel probably going to have to restart again. I don't know if he can do it with his setup. He just doesn't have enough units to block and get rid of stealth.
It's rough. He might go out. Just straight up dead.
So Ka getting a very clean Ring 7 here. And still got 13 minutes left until we're the end of this first match.
Oh, I was thinking about the tome. Or about the Rage Doubler. I went for the Rage Doubler. Last stand.
But I mean, his build was looking really solid. He had a tough time on that Ring 3 fight, but now, I mean, that sweeper is thick. He is not dying very quickly, and using Wild Intent as a stall tactic is a pretty decent strategy. I mean, you think about it during this last Divinity fight, he's going to have open season on Divinity for several turns before anything makes it through. And I think that might just be enough for him. I don't know if he'll get a flying kill, but I think he'll be able to stall long enough that he can get a lot of damage. I expect he'll probably play middle floor, but let's see what he ends up doing. Yeah.
He has 95 shards.
Oh.
Let's see if he goes for the Divinity or not.
Yeah, he might decide that he's far enough ahead, and just not even try it. We do have CGB Admiral getting into this Divinity fight now. He did get a clean fight against Seraph. He did not get a flying kill, but he was able to manage it. And I think here he might also be okay. I'm curious how he's planning to sustain. I guess it's just through steel enhancers. Trying to get enough damage out, maybe doubling. Because rage doublers at kind of an awkward time. I guess he's going to rely on armor plus cycle of life. But, I mean, here, he's taking a lot of damage. This might be the end for him.
Looks like a restart anyway.
Yeah. But he can't play top floor and he can't play middle floor, so I don't know what he can change to finish off this fight.
Yeah, that's rough. Bit of a planning oopsie.
Yeah, it's the sustain problem. Peanut Jack taking the adaptive mutation was the tech needed to have a really clean fight here, or you do something like what Ka's doing and just use Wellington as a stall while your other units get big. We'll have to see how that particular setup pays off, and he did end up getting more shards, so he's over 100.
He did synthesis. Yeah, and the word doesn't want to go out of my mouth right now. Synthesis.
Yes.
Synthesis, yeah. Looks like he's using Wildington on top this time.
I wonder if he changed strategies a bit.
I think he's gonna goal keep with him.
Okay, so try to get the kill with the sweeper, and then in case something survives, he just goal keeps. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And CGB Admiral taking the loss here. Just accepting. I think he just realized he wasn't ever going to be able to sustain through the fight. So he's going to end off with a score of 90. So if Ka can beat... wait, what was his shard count? 125? Is that what I see?
120.
120?
On Ka. Oh, sorry. 125 on CGB.
Yeah, so basically, as long as Ka can beat Seraph, he will be in second position. Night Angel has a lot of points to make up. He did have to restart twice, and he's still... I don't think he's got the time, even if he were to get through on this particular... Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to do it.
Yeah, it looks like it's Ka and Peanut Jack.
Very likely going in, yeah. But now these players are going to get a second chance, so although they are going to potentially take the loss here on this first round, this first match, they actually do get, they're going to go into the losers bracket, and they have a chance to win. If they can win twice in a row, then they won't get eliminated.
Yeah, a bit more leeway on this one.
Yes. And we're just getting into time. Yeah, and Night Angel's accepting the loss. So hopefully he can emotionally regroup and then prep and get into the second match. Not get too discouraged by his performance this match. Definitely was, I think it, unless you took the line that Peanut Jack did, this was a difficult seed, I think. One of the more difficult seeds that we've seen. At least it seems like it was much more difficult than some of the qualifier seeds. All right. Looks like he's just studying the other players to see exactly how they performed. And let's see how Ka does here. He's the only one still playing.
He's it's got a rough time limit.
Yeah.
He's gonna for that divinity fight.
But I mean, he really only has to win this Seraph fight, and he's already qualified.
Yeah. And then he has to end his divinity fight.
Yes, just end
before
it.
he disqualifies.
Well, we did say that you won't get disqualified, but we'll just take your score at the time that the time runs out.
Oh. That's a nice change.
Yeah, I mean, given that you don't get points anyway, it doesn't. I don't think it matters as much.
Oh yeah, we're not using in-game score, so it doesn't matter that way.
Yeah. And looks like there's a lot of restarts in the first match as well. This must have been also a really tough seed. Okay, here he goes. I think he's got this. There's so much damage on that deranged brute. I can't imagine he's not able to kill Seraph here.
Nah, that should be in the bag.
He did make a minor mistake playing his armor after the fact, but man, okay, he's got so much freaking. So he just puts Wild Intent up front, lets the imp do some damage, and he's got the clean kill here. All right, I'm just gonna send him a message, tell him he can abandon. He's already qualified. Hey Ka, you are okay. You can just abandon during your last divinity fight. You're already going to be in the top 2. Make it easy. Excellent. Okay, so then after these, let's unmute and undeafen. Talk with everybody a minute. So that was a pretty tough one, guys. I think across the board there were some struggles. The nice thing is, so the qualifiers, Peanut Jack, you qualify as well as Ka. So both of you will go into the winners match in the next match. That will be in room 1. For the other two, you still have a chance. You're not eliminated. You get to go into the room 2 bracket. And if you can win your next 2 matches, you will continue on to the semifinals. So for those that didn't manage it, don't worry, dust yourself off. You still have a chance to make it through. It's not over yet. But yeah, I mean, really tough seed, honestly. I think Peanut Jack's line ended up being the sustain line, which ended up making it work. But all of you had the makings of a good run. Just there were some parts that were just a struggle. And I mean, Carius and I were talking about this. I think a lot of it is to sustain. It's just a difficult seed to get enough sustain to keep your Wild Intent alive, and everybody felt the effects of that. Any comments from any of you on the run before we prep for match 2?
Yeah, I actually tuned into the stream briefly, and it looked like you had me down as 168, but I don't see how that's possible.
You got 9 rings completed. There's 90. You got 9 flawless victories. It's 140, or that's 45. That puts you at 135. And I gave you way too many flying kills. You're right. You had 1 flying kill. You should be at 148. 148 is the correct score. Thanks for the catch.
Okay.
So you're good.
Where the heck was that multi-strike?
Yeah, I know. Really, like.
Yeah, if I had multi, I could have gone some flyings, but.
I mean, I just feel that I spent a lot of time chasing that, and if I just settled sooner on something else, I probably could have gotten some better options, better spell upgrades, better sustain. But
I
yeah,
think there's only one multi-strike that you can get from the merging of the enemies of will. That's it.
Yeah, that's the only one that I ever saw. And the hard part is that there's so many other good things to merge with the Shattered Shell. It's hard to choose what's the best thing. Is it the multi-strike? Is it the Alpha Fiend? Is it something else? So, yeah, definitely was not an easy one. A lot of difficult choices, I think. And a lot of people went... So, I don't know if you guys saw Peanut Jack's build, but I think the tech was the adaptive mutation. That was really, honestly, the only sustain that ever became available. and
the shield. The
oh, you
holy
also
shield.
got Night Angel. You also had the adaptive mutation. I didn't. Oh no, you're looking at his build. Okay, yeah.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I'm looking at his build. Yeah.
I think almost everybody else took the double, either skipped or took the double rage.
Yeah, I figured I'd have enough rage with the fledgling imps. So.
All right.
Oh,
well,
right. Adaptive mutation should have worked with rage, right? It should have given you like a huge amount of health. I forgot that interaction.
yeah, especially with the deranged brute, it takes the effective damage and applies that as your health.
Yeah,
I think I had I had my golden up to like 1,000.
Yeah, it was crazy. That last Divinity fight, you had insane stats on your Weldington when you finished him off. With that, we're going to switch now into the next match. So again, Peanut Jack, Ka, if you can go into room 1, and the others you can stay here in room 2, and we'll just take 5 minutes to get set up for the next match.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a bathroom break.
I'm going to get a water as well. So I'm going to put it... Is there a way to see match 1? Yeah, so match 1 is being streamed by Viable. Viable and Narninian are hosting match 1s. You can see them on Twitch as well. I'm going to switch to a be right back, and we will be right back. I'm going to get a different picture, though, for a second. Let me just grab... I'll just replace this with the tournament image here. Come on. Maybe. Where are we?
Oh, by the way, how are we doing on time? I don't remember when we started. Was it?
It was on the hour. Most people, like, I think without the restarts, everyone would have been on time.
Everyone would have been on time. I see.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to be back in just a minute. And that's it. We'll be back in just a minute.
All right.
There we go. I'm tempted to head over to room 1.
Yeah, I think Narninians hasn't seen the, or hadn't counted for the 2 restarts I had.
Which one of you?
CGB Admiral.
Alright. No, I think he did. Or never Nathaniel, rather.
Oh. Alright, well, I'm going to hang out here until one of them tells me otherwise.
Wait, what? I'm gonna tell Narninian.
Now, I'm looking in chat, and he says I had the shard bonus edged out, so I'm gonna slip over there with them real quick.
All right, I'm just gonna quickly check to see if we're ready to start or what's the plan, and then I'll be right back.
Anyone here? Nate, do you have the results, or
Yes.
do we have the 2 players who are moving on?
Yeah. So current results are that Room 1 will be Rising Dusk, Heart, Peanut Jack, and Ka. Room 2 will be McBeard, Halcyon, CGB Admiral, and Night Angel.
So we have Peanut Jack and Kachua are the 2 moving on to the winners elimination or winners playoffs, right?
All right.
Yeah, so they'll
Sorry
stay in
about
Room
that.
1.
Okay. I will go ahead and put them on the overlay. We have no way of telling where people are going to go here, but we'll find out.
Yeah, we're a little behind time-wise.
Yeah,
So-
I think what we'll do is I think we have to kind of shift the schedule around to make sure we have enough time to actually get things going. If we just want to shift it back a few minutes.
Can we be ready in like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need the players to share their screens, and then you should be good to go, actually.
Okay, great. So then those that need to go into Room 2, please jump over to Room 2, and we'll get everything set up.
All right, do we have...
All right, then if you guys wouldn't mind already sharing your screens. Oh, I need to unmute them. Hold on 1 second. Let me come back.
Yeah, they can't give it definitely.
Yeah, sorry. I just realized they hadn't undeafened and unmuted them. So then if McBeard and Halcyon, if you can go into Room 2, you'll be in the losers bracket for a chance to still compete, and then for the others, you can remain here.
All right.
Okay, so then if you wouldn't mind sharing, once we get everything set up and I can confirm that everything's shared properly, then we can get ready to start. We're just going to be a little bit behind. I think Viable just needs a chance to get some final things set up here. Let me also update the names in the meantime.
That was a really fun seed. I really enjoyed that.
I truly hated it.
Well, for me, I just got stuck on Rim 5, and then I had like half an hour left, and I'm like, what do I do here? I can't continue. Like, I just abandon and just like, just leave.
Or just
But
keep
yeah,
trying. Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah, I just kept trying, but it like doesn't work.
I learned something obvious in retrospect of, as long as you put more than 2 burnout on your Yield Gorgons, they'll be fine because it'll go away. It took way too long into the run to realize that, though.
You got to science in these tournaments too, right? If you have the chance. There's always time for science.
I went too hard on shards, as I always do.
Welcome to my club.
I think Halcyon, are you sharing? Am I just not? Oh no, would you mind sharing?
All right, we switched screens.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, McBeard, we have our bad habits from Daily Challenge and take all the shards.
Yeah.
Not so easy here. That's for sure.
I hit 100 exactly because I was super cautious.
I don't even remember anymore. I just took them. Yeah.
All right, I think we're just about ready to get started. I'm going to go ahead and mute you guys again. Good luck on your second match. And if you have any technical issues, just send me a short message. The oh, and the seed will be posted again in the tournament chat once it's ready.
Okay.
All right, let me just check tournament chat really quick. Okay, we should be good. Just waiting for Nernian to post the tournament codes, and I think they just got posted now. And we will start.
Oh, they reminded you to redeafen in quarterfinals room 1.
Done. Good point. Okay. All right. Oh. Are you ready?
That's not our seed.
No, that's their seed. They're just posting the other seed now.
Yep. So you can. We can't tell them anything.
You can't tell them anything. No instructions. But they can start at 105, or not at 105. Yeah, 105 EST. Okay.
We have an early starter in Night Angel.
I think it's fine. I think we're at the time now. They can start.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, here we go. So we have Little Fade, and they have Firelight as an option. I would be very surprised if everybody doesn't go Firelight compared to Little Icarus here. I mean, if you...
know, maybe the potential of the flying kills with Little Icarus is enough to entice someone.
I'd be surprised.
But there's no Awoken.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Without Bramble Lash or any of the other synergies, I think it's kind of a difficult sell, at least for me. So first one in here is Night Angel. Seems to be doing quite well so far. I mean, it's a pretty standard setup. The first rings are always the hardest with Firelight. And then it gets smoothed out later once you have more health, once you have more burnout options. But definitely this first ring could be a little bit tight. Looks like all of them took the trial so far. Oh, I guess no. One. We have a Little Icarus. Our McBeard deviating from the pack. I think he's going to struggle. This is a tough first ring for a Little Icarus because you only get the one. Only get the one kill. Interesting. Okay.
You can feel that Night Angel is not used to playing this
quickly.
I don't think he's used to playing Little Fade.
Okay.
He really has to think about what he's doing.
I mean, the nice thing is that you do have a targeted reform that's going to improve the stats as well. Targeted reform is always incredibly valuable on Little Fade builds, just because you often do get like incidental trash, especially if you don't properly manage it, like some people don't. I don't know those people, but certainly not anyone that I'm friends with. But yeah, if you don't, you can get into a difficult spot. I think here he should be okay. I don't know. He's gonna take some pyre damage. Yeah. So we have Halcyon taking some early pyre damage. Very clean so far from CGB Admiral, and a clean finish with a Night Angel that puts him already in the lead currently. It is only one ring, but what would you take here? I would consider engine upgrade. I don't think you play a multiple floor setup, and I think having the one Ember could be valuable. But he goes for a target damage.
Assault. Yeah. That's also a good option because You put piercing on that, and you kill important backliners, and you get your fodder for your units.
Not to mention, you can use it to kill off Little Fade and try to get more triggers off of her.
That too.
Yeah, he should be just fine here on the top floor, Halcyon now. He's going to put Little Fade up front. I think that makes sense. But the problem is that this Train Steward is going to die. But I think the combined damage of them, plus the extra hits, and the Rage is just going to be enough. Also had a clean kill from CGB Admiral. And actually getting some kills on this Firelight here. I mean, it's not a lot. It's 2. But he does manage 2 kills and does get a clean kill, McBeard here. Just Halcyon here trying to... Oh, actually, he did finish, but he didn't get a flawless.
I'm gonna judge anyone who doesn't take Graph here so hard. Like,
well, if you
like
have
McBeard.
if you have Icarus, I can understand it. But if you have
All right.
Firelight,
Yeah,
then it's inexcusable.
Yeah, he's got Icarus. That makes sense.
So
but
first,
if you got Firelight, you go for the drafts.
First shop does not have multi-strike. It does have quick though, and it has burnout. Both of which are pretty decent options to add here. Whoa, that is a lot of ladies of the house. Never seen so many ladies of the house in my life. They are buffed over the vanilla, but I mean they do have a lot of burnout. You cannot deny that they have a lot of burnout. You know, I often find it very awkward to fit these tombs in to Firelight builds because they have such anti-synergy with Little Fade.
Yeah, I would probably end up cutting them in this run.
You could maybe go insane and just use their 1 pip space and then just have them there to protect the backliner, but it's a little bit awkward.
Yeah, I would just get rid of them personally.
So, I mean, you can see here, a lot of them are doing this double Lady of the House. They're definitely not going to keep both. Like, they're going to be merging at some point, fusing some of them. But long-term, Lady of the House is a lot of space to take up in a Little Fade Firelight build. I think you need to get drafts. You need to get something. Maybe that's the goal. Maybe that's the idea, is to put one of the Lady of the Houses on a draft. That would give the draft.
I've done that.
I mean, that would give the draft already a lot of extra burnout, which is often the problem. The hardest part about drafts is that they're not priority units, and not having them be priority can sometimes be problematic. But it looks like most of them are getting very solid kills here, and you know, we might get Little Fade. Let's see, what's Icarus is currently at 5, but he should be able to get a few more kills here. At least 1, I think. Not quite. He'll be able to get both on the top floor, though. He's trying to decide what he's going to do here. He could put the molten encasement up front to get the kill. That's also an option. And with the one... Actually, that's what I would have done. I would have put that up front, because Little Fade's going to die anyway, right? And if Little Fade's already going to die, why not just... have it attack to kill the unit, but he ends up doing it differently. So we have clean fights on everybody else. And let's see how McBeard finishes off this particular one. I mean, he didn't really get... I guess he got... well, he got some kills there. And the question is, does he greed for the kills here? Ooh, he actually can't greed for the kills here. He doesn't get the Little Fade back. This is the problem with not... he will get the targeted reform, I think, before the end, because he's already been through his deck once. But yeah, this is always the problem of Little Fade builds, is when you don't get targeted reform, and... Okay, you gotta pray. Gets Paraffin Thug. It's a little bit more damage. Oh man, it's gonna be tight. Gonna be tight here. And targeted reform. That's it. That's enough. Little Fade with a molten encasement in front should be able to get the kill. Yeah, very good. Cool. And Little Fade does get the kill. He gets a little bit more spikes. Everybody else just kind of sorting through their upgrades here. Looks like... Oh, Fissure.
Oh.
Oh, Fissure. What do you do here?
You
do
gotta
the
fissure
draft.
the draft.
You Fissure the draft.
There's no other option.
It's true. It's true.
Not if you're Firelight.
No, and then what you need is a holdover on your targeted molded. And I think then you're fine.
And just the fact that he put Lady of the House on his draft, and then he went to the Fissure and yeeted it in. That's...
I didn't see what the other two did. Did they do the same, or?
I can see that Halcyon did not do the same.
Because he doesn't have as many cards. Same with Night Angel. I think they probably both just duped one, is my guess.
So...
Oh, see, Night Angel did the reverse. He put the draft on the Lady of the House.
That's also nice.
Yes.
It's not quite as efficient, but you are guaranteed to get it first turn.
Yeah, it's that whether you need the priority or whether you just want the raw scalability.
But I really like CGB Admiral
going all in on these drafts. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got us in the bag, I think. He's at least gonna make it. I don't know that he's gonna win on points, but he definitely has a chance. If you remember, I did the same 5x cheat on the draft in the final. On the first tournament, I got second place in.
Ah, interesting.
So yeah, it's a very solid thing to do.
Just trying to get something happened with my sizes of my windows, and now it's not looking so great. Let me just check and see if it's working. It looks okay. Looks okay. We'll live with that. All right. Interesting. Oops, let me get this cursor off. Alright, so we had a very clean run with CGB Admiral. He's already into his first upgrade. He's thinking about Eternal Flame, and after the changes, it's quite good. Just to make sure you always get Little Fade back, and the quick is nice. You can scale up Little Fade. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting pivot. Something you would never have done pre DLC.
Pre-DLC.
Yeah. Night Angel also getting a very, very, very clean Ring 3 kill here.
I think I wouldn't have done it personally. I would have gone full Firelight. But it is an option.
So this is very interesting because I feel like this would be the ring where where Icarus can kind of come out on top. But he's opting to let his Paraffin Thug get a lot of the kills, I guess, assuming or deciding that the coins is worth more than the spikes here.
I can't say I agree with that assessment. I would definitely value spikes over anything in a little Icarus run.
Well, it looks like we also had a clean finish with Halcyon as well. So, I mean, the scores are pretty close. Apart from taking some early damage, Halcyon's only 5 points down. That's not bad. So, still anybody's game. McBeard gets a clean kill here as well. So, they're all within 5 points. Tie for first currently. This is very interesting. Oh, so not opting for the Furnace Tap. I didn't see. Did everybody take the Furnace Tap, or did people take the extra Ember instead?
I missed that as well. Must have been looking at one of the fights while that was happening.
So now we have a Lady of the House with double multi-strike on Night Angel. That's going to be really good. But these drafts, man, just look at this top floor from CGB Admiral. Like that is a beefy top floor.
Like I said, he's gonna win it. Yeah, at least he's gonna make it through the run.
I think so. I think it's too consistent, especially if he continues to play on the top floor. One actual nice thing about his pivot is during the last Divinity, one of the issues can be that your drafts are also going to get killed by the sweep. And here, he doesn't have to really worry so much because Little Fade is endless. So he can just focus on bringing back drafts over and over again if he needs to.
Yeah, also, all his drafts have Lady of the House in them.
So they stick around. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, and they got decent starting stats because of that as well.
Yes.
It's 15 attack and 30 health, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the essence. And 3 burnout. So, yeah.
Looks like Halcyon's looking really solid. Same with Night Angel. So, I mean, everyone on this Ring 4 fight looking pretty clean. The only one that's looking a little scary right now is McBeard. He is managing to kill some of these units, though, with his Little Fade, which is very positive. It's maybe a favorable chance for him. I'm just a little bit worried about the scaling. He did not get a lot of kills in his first 3 rings. He had a CGB Admiral with a clean Ring 4. But yeah, interesting. I would probably, I don't know if I would go for stealth here. CGB Admiral does opt to take it, but I think it's again kind of counter. You want, I guess you could put Permafrost and double stack it and then just use it at the end, but it does seem a little bit counter to the idea of this build. Halcyon also with a clean.
You can also give it -2 and holdover, and then you only play it before you play Little Fade.
Ah, that's true. That's very true. And that could save his drafts from ever getting killed by Divinity. Yeah. Thinking. Looks like McBeard's going to take some damage here. Yeah, it takes some pyre damage.
Yep.
A lot of pyre damage, actually.
20.
Night Angel also having a clean 4th ring here. So we're still all tied up. It's going to be about who has the most shards. Currently, Night Angel far ahead there. and then as well, whether they're able to get flying kills on Divinity. And Firelight builds can. They certainly scale fast enough. The only issue is if you can clear through all the units in time to actually, hit some backliners. I think the draft builds have the higher chance of that just because you have more bodies. But we'll see. Maybe the triple or the double multi-strike Ladies of the House can also do it. McBeard might have a little bit of a hard time here. Little Fade is currently not able to kill. The problem is that Little Fade's dying to spikes. I don't know if he is aware that that's what's happening. Okay, he gets the Thug back. He should be fine. Yeah, he gets the kill. So he took some damage, but ultimately is able to make it through the ring okay. So very close again. We're at 60-60, 55-55. Very, very tight match here.
Night Angel has 100 shards.
Yeah, that's what I saw. So, I mean, that could be what gets him ahead. He's looking to see how he wants to reduce his cost right here. He does have also the Furnace Tap. What's interesting is Furnace Tap's also a little bit dangerous here because if your unit dies, you lose it. And so I think Permafrost is the right play. It's what he opted for, and you just save it for Relentless. I don't think you need it for any of the earlier waves.
It's not Permafrost. He has it double stacked.
Oh, he double stacked it. Yeah, he needs to get Permafrost on that thing, because if he plays it right now, he really doesn't have the Ember Drain. Unless did he get holdover on his perils? Maybe he got holdover on the perils and he's fine. Nope, he doesn't have it yet. He has 2 perils, but no holdover yet. All right, so both CGB Admiral and Halcyon starting off their 5th rings. CGB Admiral going for this bottom floor setup. Looks very, very solid. I mean, he's got... That's a lot of very quick drafts coming in. The problem is now they're too quick. They're killing everything.
that is his problem. He has too much quick. So Firelight is not dying.
Okay, Firelight is dying here, or no, just taking some damage. He really needs a way to kill off the Firelight. I don't know what you get. I guess you try to pivot into something else later, but...
You look for something like a subsuming blade.
Right, that's what I was thinking of. Subsuming blade, or you can do a cannibalize would also work. Something that you can just kill off your little fade with. Oh, this is funny. The draft is dying from burnout, giving armor onto little fade because of the relic. First world problems, I guess. Let's see how he does here. I think the biggest problem right now is... I think if he just puts the stealth down, he's fine. He should have enough damage if they're not getting just killed off.
Stealth and...
extra burnout.
Extender.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. So, CGB Admiral having a very clean Ring 5. And so far, perfect score. Other than not getting a flying kill, he's got about as many points as he can get. So everyone's looking good. And no restarts from anybody yet so far. Let's check out McBeard here, also on Ring 5. I think he's... Is that... How many... how much spikes does he have on him right now? I don't see... It's less than 60.
64.
60. Oh, 64. Okay, that's not too bad. He still needs quite a bit more, but it's not terrible. A little bit nervous about his scaling going into the end, but looks like match 1 they've actually had some restarts now. Must be that the mid game got pretty difficult for them. Night Angel looking like he might end up taking some damage here. I don't think there's any way for him to prevent it.
No,
he just got unlucky not being able to get. Yeah, so he is gonna now. Oh wait, hold on. His pyre took no damage because he got the what's it called? The
Yeah, the pyre shield.
With money.
All right. Yeah. So he paid cash to not take.
Cash to not take any point loss, but he's gonna take one here because he's down to 20 coins.
He took the point loss anyway. Sad
Unfortunate.
times.
This is where having all those drafts again becomes really important. Halcyon having he did take a little bit of pyre damage as well, so got through Ring 5, but did cost him a little bit of pyre health.
CGB Admiral has Crucible extension.
Okay, well that's certainly going to be good. If he has, I think you get intrinsic on it, don't you? Like, why wouldn't you get intrinsic on it at this point? I feel like that's a no-brainer. He's looking at other things. He puts it on.
He went.
Interesting. I don't know if I agree with that. I think I would have taken the Crucible extension just to make sure. But I guess he's thinking that he's probably not going to get his drafts right at the beginning anyway. And better just have something that he can always add burnout to. Or I think he actually is maybe considering putting the Lady of the House on a separate floor and then just extending her burnout. Night Angel is able to get through Ring 5. Does take a little bit of pyre damage. McBeard did get a clean finish. So despite the fact he didn't go with Firelight here, he's looking really solid. Interesting. What do you take?
Reformed over at Halcyon.
Interesting. What do you typically take out of the gold earning cavern event? I almost always go for the X cost. The once and done. Petty theft I find just struggles a bit for me now with all of the extra health on enemies.
I actually often take the artifact.
It's also a good option. I think it's a better option now than it was before too, because I often find that gold is plentiful, and just having that extra damage can really help with some of the later fights.
Yeah, it's just a nice insurance.
So I'm not 100% certain how I feel about this setup here with CGB Admiral playing on the middle floor with reduced capacity. That seems a little bit strange, but
he's got the Crucible extender, remember?
That's true, but he has to draw it.
That's also true.
But CGB Admiral, I mean, he is in the lead right now. Only one to take full flawless victories here. I do not think anyone's going to get a flying kill on Arcus. Nobody has any type of...
Resting removal.
Yeah, exactly. So just by default, you have to fight Arcus in Relentless. It's just a matter of who's going to avoid taking blight damage and who's going to avoid taking leak damage. I think leaks are probably not in the cards for this particular fight. It's more going to be, is anyone going to take any blight damage, I think.
Interesting. He switched it up and moved his little fade to the bottom floor.
He is clearing. He has enough multi-strike on the Lady of the House and the draft to clear the backliner. He's going to opt for a Crushing Demise that does give him a really, really solid reform target. But the problem is, now he's not killing that unit with his Lady of the House. Let's see where he opts to put the draft. It looks like it's going to go on the bottom floor as well. Oh, there is a resin removal. Hold on. Night Angel has resin removal. It's I don't think he's got enough damage to get the flying kill. But
he's not going to get the flying kill. Just not happening.
He did also, by the way, he got intrinsic and holdover on his Perils of Production. So he should be just fine.
Yeah, also, he got the resin removal, I think, because he is the one who took the furnace tap.
Yes, exactly.
So he's using that to get rid of the Ember Drain.
Oh, they're all looking pretty good here. No one's taken any damage yet from this Soulguard fight. They're all keeping up too. No restarts yet, so this is a good sign for these players going into the end of this match. That is a lot of stealth around that Lady of the Reformed up there for Halcyon. Not 100% sure how I feel about that, but
stealthy ladies.
Stealthy lady.
Come on, stealthy ladies.
Also, this this Crushing Demise has a little bit of anti-synergy as well, because you really don't want to hit one of your grown units necessarily, unless you have an immediate reform. Okay, so there's the Furnace Tap, gets played out by Night Angel. That is a heavy-hitting Lady of the House. She brought her big handbag to this battle, and she's ready to use it. And looks like CGB Admiral, I think with Little Fade, should be able to clean up. Oh no, still not quite killing. But
looks like it's gonna be a top floor kill for him.
Should be okay as long as he can bring back one unit. I think he's absolutely fine. I don't know if Little Fade will get enough damage to get the kill on her own. Just barely will manage it with just Little Fade. But he had reform too. He was fine. Okay, CGB Admiral, another clean ring. Still maintaining his lead. Halcyon also getting a clean fight against Arcus here. And
Waxen Spike.
And it looks like we're going to get another kill. What's the spikes amount on Little Fade here? Quite a lot. Looks like 190 is what I saw. But no, that was the damage, so it must be somewhere in like the lower 100s. But very clean for McBeard as well. And looks like everyone came out of that pretty clean.
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh wait, hold on. I made some mistakes here. This should be 6 and 4. 6, 5, 6, 5. Okay, there we go. Halcyon took damage twice. I accidentally buffed up his score a little bit. So now we're into upgrades, and really towards the very end of the upgrades here. I think most people probably don't have much else to merge. And it looks like still a lot of... I mean, CGB Admiral has all of the slots in the world here with his drafts.
Yeah.
The rest, I think, didn't do the ×5, so they still have maybe a handful. But everyone opted for that unit upgrades. Oh wow, a lot left on Halcyon as well. Looks like a little bit of a tighter race here in the second match for the losers bracket over the match 1, which currently has a clear winner of Heart with the others. So if you're interested in watching match 1, just so you're aware, it's streaming on Viable's channel. Narninian and Viable are co-hosting the match 1 while we are delegated to the round or the match 2. Wow, this is looking very, very close here. Yeah, I mean, it's really going to be about shards, I think, and Night Angel certainly seems to be in the lead there.
Halcyon skipped the trial here.
Yeah, and I think it might make sense. I mean, at this point, the question is, what is the value of your coins? Like, what are you getting out of your coins at this point? And with Firelight builds, typically you're online by around ring 5 or 6. That, you know, you could take a huge risk depending on the trial here. I mean, look at this right now. We're already seeing Night Angel struggling to kill
CGBA Admiral.
this Gilded Wing.
Also skipping the trial here.
Yeah, I think I would probably consider it as well. He has a really solid opener here, though, with the Waxen Spike.
He does.
And honestly, this damage shield on the Little Fade is coming in so clutch for McBeard. He's able to get a lot of value out of this setup.
Gem.
Yeah, the Chain of Gems plus the extra damage shield really coming in clutch for him. So the Icarus might actually pull it out here. I was a little bit nervous whether he could make it, but apart from taking some early damage, he's been really, really solid. Let's see. So I gotta reset my music here. We're already through all the songs. Oh no, it's on repeat again. We're good. So
Night
no,
Angel has some big ladies.
yes, they are very big, and they get bigger once they have their Furnace Tap played. Also, I think the only one to have this. Ooh, okay, we did take some pyre damage on Halcyon here. Yeah, I think as I mentioned, the one big issue with these Ladies of the House is that if they don't clear units, you're going to start taking pyre damage. Night Angel has the benefit that he's mitigated that a bit with his relics. That a lot of that will hit his gold before it hits his face.
He's got the kill here.
And clean kill with the trial. Hopefully he can put that 400 coins to use.
No trial.
Oh, he didn't. No, he did. He has the 400 coins. He went from 125 to 425 or 525.
Then the icon disappeared on the pyre wings.
Yeah, once you take the money, it disappears.
Yeah. My bad.
Okay, so he's out. He's the only one so far to finish ring 7. Having a tough choice here. He's got the build that can handle the Void Binding. It's a question of, oh, he does choose to take it. I think it makes sense. You put it onto your front Lady of the House, and it's an alternative way to protect her from getting killed.
It's also rage.
Exactly. Rage, protection, basically everything you want. I will say the rage is a little bit less valuable when you have a full Firelight build because you just get so much more every time Little Fate dies. But it still might end up making a difference. And he got the Spikes kill on the boss here with McBeard. He's got a lot of money. He's got a lot of money going into this last ring here.
He's been saving.
he's been very frugal. Let's hope that he can get some solid artifacts out of this. I mean, what would be your big ones here, I'm thinking, for a Firelight? You'd want... I don't even know. He's got the big one. The big one is Chain of Gems. I'm trying to think what else you would want here. Maybe extra draw, but I don't know that he's actually relying on his cards that much. He's just relying on Little Fade being super boss.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's got X costs, I think, right? I think that was the first relic almost everybody took was the pack of, or what is it called? The first Hell Pact.
The first Hell Pact, yeah.
He'll double stack. I think double stacking the Void Binding, that's going to be so sick for him. He does not have a holdover on his Perils of Production, though. That could be a liability for him if he tries to go all in on this Void Binding. Okay, we have CGB Admiral, first one to jump into this Seraph fight here.
But McBeard, he has 2 outs. He has the Permafrost as well.
Ah, okay.
So that would also...
Interesting. Very, very close match between these guys. We're still within 5. So we have CGB Admiral in the lead. It might come down to time. This might be the first match that comes down to who finishes first. And currently, both Night Angel and McBeard sitting in the same screens. So it's gonna be close. Yep. It's gonna be close. Oh man.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna give it to? Do you think McBeard or Night Angel has a stronger build? I love this this Icarus build. I think it's fantastic with all the damage shield, all the protection. Look at that, clearing out an entire first floor by itself.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a lot of shards.
That's very true. That's very true, actually.
He's 127 spikes. Is kind of low for going into Seraph.
And it's chase, so spikes are going to become less valuable over time. He has to die, and then he can come back and be full spikes again.
Yeah. I think my favorites here are CGB Admiral and Night Angel, actually.
Yeah, I think Night Angel taking the Furnace Tap kind of puts him above Halcyon, who keeps getting leaks because he can't kill off everything. Like, he's fine during Relentless, but he's struggling to kill off all of the ads that are, coming in. Whereas Night Angel's being able to clear them out because it's just doing so many more hits. It's 2 more strikes.
Night Angel also has the holdover Perils and the resin removal. It's just all around very solid.
Yeah, definitely agree. But yeah, I think CGB Admiral has this one. As long as he doesn't take any pyre damage, which looks like he's not going to during the Seraph fight. It might also come down to who can get a flying kill on Last Divinity. And I think CGB Admiral has a chance of doing that. I think he's probably locked in here for first place. It's more a question of whether Night Angel, McBeard can try to get a flying kill. And it's not necessarily over for Halcyon, but he's got to make up for 3 full losses, and that's a tough ask. Or not losses, but 3 full flawless victories behind the rest.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have as high of a shard count. I mean, I'm very curious if Night Angel's shard count alone, plus maybe getting a potential flying kill, could be enough to put him in the lead. I don't think he can't get a flying kill here. In fact, he's in a little bit of danger right now. Oh, now he's not. Now he's good. Not to mention, I guess if that guy got up there, he would just do some damage to his wallet, but not actually hit his pyre.
Yeah, he's got 50 coins. So he's got 2 hits.
So CGB Admiral, I don't believe he got the flying kill. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But this is his chance. This is his chance to close it out. He's opting to play on the middle floor again. Very interesting. He does have that Crucible extension, so that could be what he's thinking. Just try to protect his damage dealers, but right now he's only got 2. He does get a Crucible extension. There it is. He can get one more in there now.
And a handful of damage dealers.
Yes. And they're, I mean, you can put them everywhere else. Like, they still do a lot of damage even on other floors. The only thing you have to worry about is harvests. If they start getting harvest triggers on you guys.
You can put him on the top floor.
And just do straight up damage to his face. Yeah, that also works. Looks like Halcyon's taking a little bit more pyre damage again. So he won't be able to get a clean Seraphite. I think that pretty much knocks him out here.
Night Angel is being solid. He's not leaking anything.
Now it's a question of whether our man McBeard here with the little Icarus can do enough. Currently, it's close. It's close. Oh, he gets the kill.
Yeah, he's got it.
Very nice. So that's a clean one for McBeard. Locking him in a solid second position. I believe the same now here for Night Angel. He's also getting locked into a solid second place position. So tied for second. CGB Admiral still in the lead. And I think Halcyon probably is out. But, you know, miracles can happen, right? People can die. But we'll see. We'll see.
Someone could just crash their run right now.
That's very true. And, I mean, Divinity's worth a solid 15 points if you can get Flawless, 20 points if you can get a flying kill. So there's... It's not over. It's not over. But he will have to make up a lot of points here. Alright, CGB Admiral getting ever closer. He is killing the first boss. That's a really good sign that his damage is up to the task. I think he's wondering if he wants to use the... if he uses the Crushing Demise here, he might just manage... Oh, he chooses to take the safe route. I may have done it. Just used it, because you have in hand...
I would probably have done it. I would have killed the boss with
You get
that.
so much damage to the face if you can just kill the boss outright with a Crushing Demise. But remember, it doesn't matter how early, as long as it is early, you get the full value. So it's not about how quickly, it's just quickly enough. Just enough. Let's see.
Yeah, he's gonna get a flying kill. That's guaranteed at this point.
So looks like Night Angels also with a really solid setup. These tombs are just there basically as a way to buffer up, and he's being very careful not to get stealth onto his Little Fade. And I think he should be able to manage it here. He is right now a little bit behind in damage, but maybe with this Little Fade kill, still not enough. He'll take some damage right to the wallet, but oh wait, no, maybe not. No, he's gonna take some damage to the wallet.
Yep.
That will get rid of his last of his coins, because it's going to be a spikes hit and a.
No, that's shields.
Oh, just the shields. Okay, so he just took the 25 coin damage. So he still has Flawless so far. McBeard is struggling. He's taking a lot of damage in this fight. In fact, he's looking like he might have to restart here. Oh boy! Oh boy! That is not looking good. Well, this is the opportunity for
and CGB Admiral is
getting a flying kill.
Having his flying kill. So.
He had a perfect run with a flying kill. You can't ask for more than that.
Yeah. So.
And he ends with how many pack shards?
140.
140 pack shards.
That's the one thing Night Angel has on him.
Night
Angel has 165.
Okay, so it's going to be really close. So we'll put those shards in now, just so we can see how tight this race is. If he gets the flying kill, I think he's still behind by 2 points, though. But yeah, McBeard having to restart that last fight here. I think that basically knocks him out. So it's probably going to be Night Angel and and CGB Admiral, but let's just see how this plays out, and then we can confirm it in a minute. Halcyon even struggling a bit to close out this Seraph fight. I think he should have enough if he can put Little Fate on top. But
Yeah, that's an if.
It's an if. It's an if. He's got to get him back here. Got to get her back. There's some stealth. There's a draft. I don't think it's enough. Oh, it is. It's just enough.
Oh, it is.
Okay, wow. Coming in clutch with that last kill. He did take some pyre damage, though. So not a clean ring 8, but still very solid. He's got 7 minutes left on this Divinity fight. I guess, no, he has a little bit more time because we started a little bit later, didn't we? Started 5 minutes after the hour. So he's still got a good 10 minutes left. All right, Night Angel. Clean. Did he get the flying? We can see on the end score if he got the flying or not.
Yeah, I missed that as well. I was going over to the chat.
So we have how many pyre shards here on 165? With 12,000, let's see. No, he did not get the flying kill, but he did get the finish. So he's going to be just behind 7 points, but that's definitely enough to lock in second place here.
It is, yeah. Especially since McBeard had to restart.
Yes.
It's still looking rough.
I mean, that's the big problem is you need a lot of shards to kill the bosses. And he doesn't really get damage out of his units. He's got the one Paraffin Thug, but that's not really a lot.
Yeah. He might not make this.
No,
So-
I don't think he is. Can you see his shard count? Is it 110? Is that what I see?
Yeah, that's 110.
And then Halcyon. What's Halcyon at right now?
115.
115. Okay. Yeah, even if he got everything perfect, Halcyon also would not be able to catch up. So it's going to be CGB Admiral and Night Angel as our two that get to move on for one last chance to make it into the semis. And unfortunately for McBeard and Halcyon, they will be eliminated after this round. But really good play from everybody. I mean, the pivot with McBeard to go, or I guess the guts to go with Icarus here. I mean, very gutsy play. I think if you had enough supporting damage, you can make it work. But I think by itself, it's just not quite. Excuse me, not quite enough to make it work. But he's gonna try. He's gonna try. Let's see if Halcyon. Halcyon might have to restart here. He is just not getting enough kills.
Yeah.
Has a lot of damage coming up to the pyre soon.
He was struggling before.
He will only take the
Oh.
he will only take the extinguish trigger from this unit, but after that, he will crushing demise one of them. He could also use the. Oh, that was the wrong unit to hit. Although it's not looking terrible.
Looking dead.
Yeah. Sorry. For some reason I was thinking different there. He will be able to kill the front unit because it has piercing, and he's getting quite a bit of damage. I just don't think it's enough though. 3 hits and he's dead. Yeah, just not quite enough. It's very close. But even if it doesn't die though, I guess you would have the crushing demise, so the boss would probably be okay. But let's see if he just accepts it here. I'm gonna probably just mention. Maybe I'll unmute and just say, "Don't restart." We already have final scores. I'll unmute everybody. Hey, so at this point, go ahead. You don't need to do the restart. We're already basically, you can get into it and then just abandon. We're already at the final roster. So very, very close match between everybody. Very good performance across the board. We had a lot of clean builds, a lot of clean plays here. In the end, CGB Admiral with a flawless run. Is going to be in first position. He will move on to the final match of the group to see if he can make it into the semifinals. Second will be Night Angel. So those two will be progressing. Unfortunately, Halcyon and McBeard, you both played very well, but just getting behind in score and then just having heartbreakers of last divinity fights here. But good play, everybody, and Night Angel and CGB Admiral. In a few minutes, we can switch over to Room 1, where we will do the last game of this quarterfinals group. Any last comments from you guys who played through the seed?
Thanks for the opportunity, I guess, and next time I hope I will be better prepared. This was pathetic.
No, it's not pathetic. Everybody played really well. I mean, you all had very similar builds. It just came down to some of these like smaller adaptations. I mean, CGB Admiral going balls deep on these these drafts early on.
he did the move I would have done.
But I think it's hard. I think it's the choice between the draft and the Lady of the House is definitely, there's an argument for either one. I mean, Carius and I were talking about this, that like there's the priority unit part of having a guaranteed Lady of the House versus, you know, the reliability of these one pip consolidated drafts. And it's hard, you know, it's a hard pick to decide what's going to be better in the long run. I think what kind of made it work for Night Angel in the end for you was just getting that furnace tap and then having the support with the holdover. That just made it all kind of come together for you in a way that I think the others didn't struggle. And then McBeard just going left field with Icarus was so solid. I mean, it was. I felt so bad because we saw what Ring 1 was, and Ring 1, it's the worst Ring 1 you can get. Apart from an armor trial, it's the worst Ring 1 you can get for Icarus. But the fact that you had such clean performances throughout the rest was really, really solid. Just that Divinity fight, those bosses are so brutal to try to kill with little Icarus. So we were feeling for you, man.
It was fun. Okay, thanks, Nate, and I hope I'll join the next time this comes around.
Yeah, thanks for hosting. It was a ton of fun. Nice to meet some of you in person that I've seen on the daily top 10. So take care.
Yeah. Meet you
Good
there
luck
again.
next time.
Yeah.
Appreciate playing with you fellas.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
And I think what we can do is I think they're still playing out their final few minutes because we did start a few minutes late. But we can just jump into and just kind of sit in the background in the quarterfinals room 1 for a minute.
Okay.
He's basically, there's no way he can get any more points now. So there was no point in restarting.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was a matter of the health on the deranged fruit, by the way. The deranged fruit sitting there with only 25 health and him not having a way to pre-clear any of that bottom wave. Deranged fruit was just dead playing it on middle floor, and he was already invested into that split of bottom middle. So I think he realized he didn't have a way out. But also no way for him to know the
I think we should call it here because he's restarted and there's no way to get points. So
yeah, we did the same in ours. So we'll unmute and undeafen.
And that's close. So you said 1 point, Nardinian?
yeah, 1 point difference.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so Rising Dusk, you can keep playing if you want, but at this point, because of the restart, I think already it's been decided. And so, coming out of match 2, the top 2 that will continue are Night Angel and CGB Admiral. Who were the 2 that qualified here?
That would be Hart and, surprisingly, Kachua, who had a rough start and but had so many shards that they were able to 1 point ahead of Rising Dusk.
Whoa! Wow, that is really tight.
So we've got Hart. And Kachua. And then we had Beck, who will now be going to the make or break round.
Yeah.
And then Nate from your pool, we should have 2 people eliminated. So who would that be?
That is McBeard and Halcyon. Both got eliminated.
Halcyon.
Very tight race. Everyone was basically neck and neck until the Divinity fight. And then in Divinity fight, you started to see the cracks in some of the builds that could handle when there was 3 or 4 units, but just once you get to 5 or 6 units and the bosses, they just started to struggle a little bit.
Yeah, restarts were this was rough on some of the seeds for ours as well.
I'm just setting up the brackets here. So that leaves from this group, we have Rising Dusk and Peanut Jack going to the make or break round. And then we had Halcyon being eliminated. Who was the other one real quick?
We have CGB Admiral and Night Angel are the ones moving on to the final Group A round.
It's Halcyon and McBeard who were eliminated.
Yes. And just everybody on my stream, just so you're aware, I'm going to send you all to Viable's stream, so we're not having an overlap. Viable, if it's all right, I'm going to join you and Narninian to commentate on the last one, but I'm not going to stream it. I'm just going to send everybody to you and host your stream, and then I'll open back up when I'm playing.
Sounds great to me. So I'm going to go ahead and throw on the stream just to catch people up. So this would be your current bracket. I'll just put it on view mode.
So, and those on YouTube, if you want to watch, you want to go to...
So this is where we're at right now.
Hold on, let me just... a minute. If you want to watch the stream, continue watching the stream as I'm sending everybody over to Viable Gaming, then go to twitch.tv/Viable Gaming, and you can continue watching the tournament there. I'll be back on my stream in an hour when I'm doing my perspective on the Group B. And with that, send you guys over and hope to see you again soon. Cheering me on when I play myself in Group B.